Hello, 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 hello there, you're watching this video. I hope you're having an amazing day. If not, I hope you start having an amazing day from right now. In today's video, I just wanted to sit down and do a gentle chit chat, and I'm going to incorporate the pin nails as a visual. So today I wanted to talk about happiness and where do we find happiness? How do we define happiness for ourselves? So, when was the last time you felt happy? Do you remember what made you feel happy? And did it come from within you, or was it something that happened? Was it because of someone? Was it because of something? Was it just a vibe, let's say good weather, something like that? Or do you struggle to remember? And if you struggle to remember recently what made you happy, can you remember what used to make you feel happy way back when you were, let's say, a kid? Can you remember? And if you can, do you think that same thing would make you happy today? If I think about a kid, they're happy about simple things. Do simple things make you happy today? Does the requirement for happiness grow as we grow up? I don't think it does for everyone, but I think it does for a lot of people. If you remembered what made you feel happy recently, and it was, let's say, a person that you love, or your pet, or something fortunate that happened to you, or something similar that isn't a direct feeling from within you, but is a feeling that came because of an outside circumstance or because of another person, do you think you can replicate that happiness within yourself, by yourself? How does one find happiness within? How would you be happy if you were the only way to be happy? And could you? And I'm not saying like if you were the only person on earth, how would you be happy? Because I think it's normal for people to be happy because they have their loved ones or a community. I think no one would truly be happy if they were completely alone at all times. I think life would feel really meaningless. I watched a video recently of someone talking about how today's generation of young people have a hard time to have fun and to have hobbies because everything is cringe. Everything is cringe. And because everything is cringe, they don't want to try and do anything because showing emotion isn't cool, I guess, if I understood that analysis correctly. And I think I can relate to that because I believe that a lot of young people have a very unique way of growing up in today's world where they can have a lot of knowledge at their disposal, a lot of different experiences of a lot of different people, where in the past it was almost impossible to have such easy access to so much vast types of both knowledge and experience. And having a relatively peaceful time that, we're living in can contribute to having more free time to think. And I think when you start thinking a lot and rationalizing your emotions and your thoughts, it's very easy to hyper analyze every situation and to lose the meaning of that soulful emotion that emerges when you just love something. Because if you, for example, love to watch ASMR, and let's say you have a famous ASMR artist, and when you watch their videos, they make your day. They comfort you, they make you feel understood or calmer or sleepy, relaxed. That was my dog drinking some water. Thumbs up for hydration. You should drink some water too. Anyway, any person that you like consuming their content, or just in general, anyone who exists, whose existence helps you in your daily life, even if you don't know them, they are very meaningful to you and you're thankful for them. But if you sit and analyze the situation, you are essentially enjoying a person who is sitting down and whispering or tapping. You're watching a 45-minute video of a person tapping, and that calms you down. And when you simplify something and take back all of what that experience brings out within you emotionally or physically even, and you just dumb it down to the basics of what it is, which is I enjoy person tapping. Person tapping has a career because I enjoy this. So yeah, when you kind of look at it like that, everything can very quickly become very meaningless. That's kind of the reason why people say, here's my dog. Hi. Hello. I think that's the reason why people say that stupid people are happier. I don't think it's because they are stupid. I think it's because they don't spend their time dumbing down their feelings, trying to understand how they feel or why they feel a certain way. I think a lot of times the people who are depressed and anxious are people who spend a lot of time thinking and worrying. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that is a very valid way of moving through life. It's kind of necessary to learn to find a balance between enjoying yourself for what it is, whatever it is that you enjoy, as long as you're not hurting anyone and no one's hurting you. It's okay to enjoy it, and you don't have to think about why that is. I mean, you can think about why it is if you want to understand yourself better and your preferences, but don't let that ruin the fun and take away your happiness. I kind of enjoy some very stupid hobbies, but I have to let myself enjoy them because the Lulu is the Solulu in this regard, in my opinion. If you find yourself struggling with feelings of happiness, if it's hard for you to remember the last time you were happy, I think it really could be because you think a lot about life and why things are the way they are, and maybe even feel a little bit of shame for maybe liking something or not liking something if everyone else likes it. There are many different reasons. I can't try and predict what your feelings are. I hope you are happy. I hope that you know how to be happy. I hope happiness finds you easily. I hope that you can awaken feelings of happiness within yourself. I hope that you find it easy to find happiness regardless of the circumstances that you have in your life. Also, another huge part of happiness that I think a lot of people forget when they themselves don't struggle with it is how chemical happiness actually is. You sometimes can't be happy because chemically your body is not allowing you to feel happiness. And it's kind of like coming to someone who has insomnia and saying, well, just go to sleep. Just lay down and go to sleep. Close your eyes and go to sleep. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So maybe putting a smile on your face, even if you don't feel happy, can help. And I'm sure it can, but not to people who are too far gone. You actually need chemical rebalancing, and I think I'm not like a scientist, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you exactly, but it has to do with the nervous system sometimes. When you're in constant uh, flight or flight mode, when you can't regulate your stress levels in your body, so you're constantly feeling under attack because your body can't regulate itself correctly. what I sometimes hear some people say is like, oh, well, you young people, all you do is complain. You're just lazy or entitled. My grandparents worked on a farm all day and they walked, I don't know, 5,000 miles to school and back each morning and each evening, and they were fine. But you know what? I would argue that that is a more natural state for a human to experience and to more easily, let's say, survive than sitting at a computer for 8 to 10 hours, than sitting in a car for, I don't know, 45 minutes to 2 hours, and then going back home and being way too tired to have anything actually productive done. So people like lay down and scroll their phones for another couple of hours, but then they're not actually tired because they didn't really physically do anything, but they're also exhausted at the same time. So they can't really fall asleep because they're not properly tired, but they can't really function and do anything normal because, well, they're exhausted. We've yet evolved enough for how we're living, and we probably will, I guess, if we continue living like this. We probably will have future generations that will be, maybe, I don't know, capable of thriving in this type of arrangement. But for now, a lot of us can't regulate that very well. And then we struggle with these basic functions of life. And we question how to be happy. What is happiness? My friend said that happiness comes from the feeling of having a purpose. But what is your purpose? How do you find your purpose? How do you find your purpose? Who values your purpose? Do you care whether anyone values your purpose or not? And I have no idea, man. What if purpose just makes you feel fulfilled but not happy? Is purpose the ultimate level of delusion because we pretend that we have a goal? What does this goal mean for humanity? Who are we useful to? I think there is something divine about life, but I could be wrong. It could be meaningless. I don't know. I personally don't feel like it's meaningless, but I don't know what its meaning is. I don't know what my purpose is. I know some things that I enjoy doing. I know some things that do kind of make me feel happy, but I don't know if they're my purpose. And I also don't know if I'm being delusional for thinking that there is a purpose for anything. That I had no goal for this video. I had no point for this video. It's just a chit chat to get you to think, maybe. To think alongside with me. I love to hear your thoughts and opinions about happiness, what makes you happy, how you find happiness, how do you awake happiness when you're not feeling it? Do you even do that? How happiness has changed for you through life as you're growing older? Do you think happiness is connected to purpose. You know, if you want, you can write your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings down in the comment section below. And I'd love to read what you have to say. Maybe it will even help inspire me. Maybe we could come to some conclusions and then make a part 2 to this video with some more concrete answers, some better advice for people who might be struggling. Write in the comments. Type your comments out. Love to read them. Leave a like if you liked. Leave a dislike if this was stupid. Subscribe if you want to see and hear more of my trains of consciousness. Most times I do have conclusions and opinions. But this time I just kind of wanted to let it flow because I've just kind of been experimenting with the thought of happiness in my own life, so I wanted to leave it a bit more fluid, if you don't mind. And, I don't know, share the video with someone who knows what happiness is, and they can maybe tell us. Or someone who doesn't know. Maybe we can help them. I don't know. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.